Chosen one, stop scrolling immediately. I am not asking you today, I am warning you, do not move past this video. God intercepted your feed today because you are standing at the exact threshold of a permanent timeline shift. The keys to your new home have already been forged in the spiritual realm. But there is a specific mandate you must hear right now. The enemy is working overtime to distract you right now. He is whispering in your ear to swipe away. He knows that if you hear this message, his hold over your life breaks completely. You have a 72-hour window to activate this divine frequency. If you leave before the end, you will forfeit the exact prophetic instruction that guarantees your massive breakthrough. Lock your attention on this message right now. The algorithm absolutely did not bring you here. This is a divine appointment set before you were even born. There are exactly 2 people on earth right now who are meant to hear this specific message. You are one of them. The universe is preparing to hand you the physical deed to your beautiful sanctuary. Now listen to me very carefully. I need to talk about where you are sleeping right now. That heavy, suffocating feeling in your chest when you walk through your front door. The way the air feels thick and unbreathable. You sit in your room and you feel like the walls are slowly closing in on you. That is not normal anxiety. That is your spirit rejecting a dead environment. You wake up at 3 in the morning with your jaw tight and your heart racing. You look around your room and a wave of deep sadness hits you. You feel completely trapped in a space that does not reflect your light. I am telling you right now that you are not crazy. Your physical body is absorbing the frantic energy of an environment that is too small for your massive destiny. You have outgrown your current living situation. The frequency of your soul has expanded while the physical walls around you have stayed the same. It feels like wearing clothes that are 3 sizes too small. You are constantly exhausted because your spirit is fighting just to breathe in that cramped space. The Matrix wants you to believe you are just depressed. But you are not depressed. You are spiritually suffocating. Every time you try to rest in that house, you wake up feeling more drained than before. The energy vampires in your life have completely contaminated your sanctuary. They left their toxic residue in your corners, and now your highly advanced spirit is detecting the poison. You are a diamond trapped in a dusty box. You beat yourself up because you think you are being lazy. You wonder why you cannot just clean the house or organize your life like everyone else. Stop swallowing that lie right now. You are not lazy. You are a cycle breaker carrying the heavy generational weight of your entire bloodline. Your physical exhaustion is the direct result of fighting unseen battles every single day. While other people are just living normal lives, you are breaking ancient curses. You are acting as the emotional stabilizer for everyone around you. You have been the human battery for people who never even said thank you. And now you are sitting in a room that feels like a prison cell waiting for a miracle. The isolation you feel right now is absolute agony. But this isolation is not a punishment. It is a strict divine quarantine. The universe had to isolate you in this uncomfortable space to protect you from the toxic matrix. God is keeping you hidden while he prepares your new estate. If you moved into your new home before you were ready, the enemy would have followed you there. You had to learn how to guard your energy first. You can feel the shift happening in your bones. You know deep down that you are meant for a massive, beautiful home with natural light and absolute peace. A sanctuary where no narcissist can ever find you. A place where you can finally put down your sword and rest. That house is not a fantasy. It is your literal inheritance, and it is closer than you think. The enemy is panicking right now because your eviction notice from the struggle bus has already been signed. The dark elite want you to stay stuck in that cramped space forever. They want you stressed about rent and crying over broken appliances. They know that once you step into your proper environment, your light will become completely blinding. You will be untouchable. I need you to stay with me because the next phase of this message is critical. I am going to reveal exactly why your current space feels so toxic. I will show you the exact spiritual mechanism that is blocking your financial flow. You are about to understand why you have been working so hard with almost nothing to show for it. The confusion ends right here today. Do not look away. Do not let the matrix distract your mind. Your new house blessing is literally hovering right above your head, waiting for you to align your frequency. You have survived the darkest nights of your soul. You have cried tears that nobody else saw. Now it is time to collect your massive reward. Your new beautiful reality begins right now. I need you to take a deep breath and listen to me. I know exactly what happens when you look at your bank account right now. A cold, heavy knot forms in the exact center of your stomach. You feel a sudden wave of panic mixed with absolute exhaustion. You have worked so incredibly hard for so many years, yet somehow you are still completely drained. The Matrix programming has trained you to blame yourself for this empty feeling. The world told you that you just need to hustle harder. They said you need to wake up earlier and grind until you break. But that is a massive, toxic lie designed to keep you trapped. Your financial exhaustion has absolutely nothing to do with your work ethic, and heaven wants you to know the truth. Let me completely reframe your reality right here and right now. You are not lazy and you are not falling behind. You are an empath who has been functioning as a spiritual life support system for everyone else. Your physical body is completely depleted because your vital energy was stolen from you. You were robbed blind in the spirit realm. Think about the people you have been forced to deal with recently. The narcissists who demanded your constant attention and your endless forgiveness. They came to you with their chaotic drama and their heavy burdens. You listened to them and you tried to heal their brokenness with your pure light, but they took everything and left you empty. These people are literal energy vampires walking around in human skin. They do not have their own connection to the divine source, so they have to feed on your beautiful energy instead. You became their personal human battery to keep them going. Every time you compromised your boundaries to keep the peace, they siphoned away a massive piece of your wealth frequency. They literally drank your financial blessings and left you starving. This is exactly why you feel that suffocating brain fog every single morning. Your cellular energy is fighting to repair the damage caused by these parasitic attachments. Your lack of money right now is not a simple math problem. It is a severe spiritual symptom of a deeper energetic wound. Your financial flow was blocked because your life force was being harvested by the dark elite. You gave your absolute best to people who treated you like an option. You showed up for them when they were at their lowest points. But the moment you needed a hand to hold, they completely vanished into thin air. They left you to figure out how to pay the bills all by yourself. And the worst part is that they made you feel like you were the problem. I am here to tell you that you are the victim of a calculated spiritual attack. You are a cycle breaker who carries a very specific and rare vibration. The dark forces recognized your massive potential before you even knew who you were. They sent those toxic relationships into your life specifically to drain your bank accounts because they wanted you to stay distracted and weak. Every dollar you lost was actually a piece of your stolen energy. The sleepless nights and the constant worry over money were engineered to lower your frequency. They wanted you so panicked about survival that you would never realize your true royal identity. A chosen one who is constantly stressed about paying rent cannot focus on building their empire. This brings us to a critical distinction that eludes the vast majority of people. You have probably tried all the normal manifestation tricks and positive affirmations, You wrote down your goals, and you visualized your dream home every night. But the reality simply refused to shift for you. It felt like you were hitting a massive, invisible brick wall over and over again. Please do not beat yourself up over this failure. Those manifestation techniques did not work because they were designed for normal people in the Matrix. You are absolutely not a normal person. You are a demonstrated warrior of light who was subjected to heavy energetic trauma. You cannot simply think positive thoughts when a parasite is actively draining your central nervous system. Your body knows the raw truth, even if your logical mind tries to deny it. That tightness in your shoulders is the physical weight of carrying other people. The random headaches are your brain trying to process the absolute injustice of what was done to you. The universe sees the massive toll this has taken on your physical vessel, and heaven keeps a strict record of every single tear. But the divine justice system is about to issue a massive refund for everything that was stolen. The narcissists who drained your energy are already beginning to feel the spiritual backlash. They are wondering why their lives are suddenly falling apart. They lost their access to your pure light, and now they are starving in the dark. You are finally breaking free from their toxic grip forever. The period of being a sacrificial lamb is permanently over. You are stepping out of the role of the wounded healer today. The universe is actively cutting the invisible cords that kept you tethered to those financial drains. Every ounce of energy that was siphoned away from you is being violently pulled back into your field, and your spiritual accounts are fully restored. There is a deeper physical reason your reality has not shifted yet. It is not your karma, and it is definitely not your fault. The elite have hidden something incredibly powerful from you. Listen to me very closely right now, because 99% of people completely miss this shift. You see other people succeeding effortlessly all around you. They attract wealth and buy beautiful homes without even trying, while you grind yourself into the ground. You wonder what is permanently broken inside of you. But here is the raw truth they could never say out loud. There is absolutely nothing wrong with your soul. The exact reason the universe responds to certain people and not others is not faith. It is not your discipline or your daily habits. It is a specific suppressed frequency. Scientists have a hidden name for it. They call it the gamma brainwave, and it is the exact frequency your brain was running effortlessly when you were a little child. Think back to when you were young and free. Ideas came to you like pure magic. You just knew things before they actually happened. Learning new skills felt incredibly easy, and the whole world felt like it was completely on your side. That was your gamma wave operating at full power. You were born as a literal genius connected straight to heaven. Then you grew up, and the modern world went to work on you. The forced school systems and the relentless chronic stress slowly crushed your spirit. The Matrix designed a brutal survival routine to systematically shut down your highest frequency. Every single year, this sacred brainwave was pushed deeper and deeper below the surface. They trained you to conform instead of create. The system needed obedient workers, so they deliberately silenced your powerful intuition. The version of you with photographic memory and lightning-fast insight went completely quiet. That divine gift was taken from you without your consent, and it was replaced with pure exhaustion. This is the exact physical reason your finances refuse to grow today. When your gamma frequency fades, your divine genius fades right along with it. Your intuition dulls, and those beautiful synchronicities just stop happening in your life. You are trying to manifest a new home using a brain that is literally locked in a state of panic. You feel this blockage in your actual physical body every single day. When you try to plan your future, your mind feels like it is wading through thick mud. The brilliant ideas that used to come so naturally are now blocked by an invisible wall of heavy fatigue. Your cellular energy is literally starving for its original rhythm. You write your positive affirmations and you beg the universe for a massive breakthrough, but your brainwave patterns are completely out of alignment with the vibration of wealth. The dark elite know exactly how this biological mechanism works. They understand that a suppressed mind cannot attract a physical blessing, no matter how hard it prays. Type 777 in the comments right now if your cellular intuition is vibrating. Most people will live their entire lives without ever knowing this happened to them. They will just accept their poverty and blame it on bad luck. But you are absolutely not most people. You are a cycle breaker, waking up from a heavy sleep. The gap between you and the people who seem effortlessly blessed is simply a frequency issue. What if all your struggles with money and toxic relationships are not a character flaw at all? What if your destiny is just waiting behind a locked door in your own mind? The universe is trying to show you the real source of your pain. You have felt this missing piece for years, but you had no name for it until today. You knew deep down that you carried a much higher potential than you were currently expressing. It drove you crazy watching less talented people walk into massive mansions while you counted pennies. Your frustration is entirely justified today. The Matrix wanted to keep you blind because your awakened state is highly dangerous to their control. A fully activated chosen one cannot be manipulated by fear or debt. The moment your brain begins to synchronize with the divine mind again, the entire matrix loses its grip on your reality. You become the absolute master of your own timeline. Your new house and your massive financial windfall exist on that exact lost frequency. You cannot force the door open with hard work alone. You have to match the vibration of the key, and heaven is about to hand you the exact tool to reactivate what was stolen from you. But before I reveal how to turn this frequency back on, you must understand the environment around you. The enemy has set a trap to keep your energy low just as your breakthrough approaches. We need to look at the undeniable signs that your physical reality is preparing to violently shift. Heaven is releasing exactly 4 undeniable signs today. These signs prove your new house blessing is already in motion. The universe is actively clearing your path right now. The Matrix wants you to view these signs as bad luck, but I am going to completely reframe your entire reality. Sign number 1 is the violent and sudden removal of toxic people from your life. You have experienced abrupt endings recently that left you spinning. People you trusted suddenly showed their true colors and walked away without a second thought. You cried over their departure, and you wondered what you did wrong. But you did absolutely nothing wrong. Heaven forced them out. God is actively purging your inner circle before He hands you the keys to your new estate. You cannot bring matrix parasites into a highly blessed environment. Their low frequency would immediately contaminate your new, beautiful sanctuary. The universe had to brutally cut those cords to protect your upcoming harvest. You are being isolated for your own absolute protection. Pay close attention to this next part, because the enemy tried to hide this from you. Sign number 2 is an irrational surge of jealousy and hatred from people around you. You are literally just minding your own business. You are healing in silence. Yet somehow your mere existence is triggering massive anger in your co-workers or your family members. They are gossiping about you and trying to tear down your character. They do not even consciously understand why they are so mad at you. But their dark spirits can see the massive crown hovering right above your head. They sense your frequency beginning to wake up, and it terrifies them. Your incoming wealth is a bright light that exposes their own miserable choices. They are attacking you because your elevation reminds them of their own stagnation. You were the mirror they never wanted to look into. Every time they saw your face, they were reminded of the potential they threw away. So they tried to bury you under their toxic lies, but they did not realize they were just planting a divine seed. Sign number 3 is a sudden intense disgust for clutter and low vibrational items in your current space. You are suddenly throwing things away. You cannot stand looking at old clothes or broken items anymore. Your physical body is demanding extreme cleanliness and order. This is not just a random cleaning phase. This is your cellular intuition, physically preparing for a massive spatial upgrade. Your spirit knows that your new home is immaculate and filled with divine light. So it is forcing you to purge the physical anchors of your poverty. You are making room in the physical realm for the universe to drop your massive blessing. Type 1111 in the comments right now if you are experiencing these massive shifts. The atmosphere is heavily charged right now. And this brings us to the final and most powerful sign. This is the exact manifestation that guarantees your new home is arriving in the next 72 hours. Sign number 4 is the feeling of absolute detachment from your current struggles. A few months ago, you would panic when a bill arrived. You would cry yourself to sleep, worrying about how you were going to survive the next week. But something very strange has happened to you recently. You simply do not care about the Matrix drama anymore. A deep, unexplained peace has completely washed over your nervous system. Your left brain tries to tell you to panic, but your spirit simply refuses to engage with fear. You look at your empty bank account and you feel an absolute, unshakable certainty that everything is already solved. The Matrix calls this delusion, but heaven calls this faith. This detachment is your ultimate armor against the dark elite. When you stop reacting to their engineered chaos, they lose all their power over your reality. They need your fear to feed their broken systems. By walking in total peace, you are literally starving the demons that used to torment your entire bloodline. Your silence has become your most lethal and unstoppable weapon. You have successfully detached your energetic cord from the poverty matrix. Your soul has already moved into your new house in the spiritual realm, and the physical manifestation is simply waiting for the final biological alignment. The spiritual signs are completely undeniable at this exact moment. You are standing right on the golden threshold of your brand new reality. But there is still one physical lock on the door. The universe has delivered the signs, but your physical brain must be correctly tuned to turn the key. The damage done to your frequency must be repaired. Before we go any further, I must interrupt this transmission for something highly classified. If you are hearing this message right now, you have been cleared for this revelation. I was not going to share this publicly today, but my spirit strongly prompted me to release this specific tool to the remnant. What I am about to tell you changes absolutely everything about your future. There is a physical reason your reality has not shifted yet, and science just uncovered exactly why. You are deeply exhausted because the Matrix deliberately engineered a frequency to suppress your natural wealth-attracting state. Your spiritual exhaustion requires an immediate biological reset. Your gamma frequency is trapped beneath decades of heavily programmed survival mode. But a recently leaked CIA document, backed by 4 separate neuroscience labs, has revealed a massive breakthrough. Researchers who spent years in complete silence discovered a specific 7-minute audio ritual. This highly encrypted sound wave forces your brain directly back into synchronized gamma coherence. It completely bypasses your logical mind and does the heavy lifting for you. Princeton University studied this exact brainwave and its direct link to the genius abilities you had as a child. The Einstein Center in Berlin confirmed that the legendary flow state is driven entirely by pure gamma activity. And Columbia University discovered that a strong gamma signal does not even stay within your own body. It radiates outward to bless your entire family. History has left massive clues about this secret frequency. Thomas Edison literally invented a device specifically to activate his gamma waves for solving his hardest problems. Nikola Tesla openly declared that if you want to find the secrets of the universe, you must think in terms of frequency and vibration. They knew the raw truth. And now heaven is handing that exact same truth directly to you. You do not need to sit in silence for hours or force yourself to meditate through the physical pain. You simply put on your headphones, close your eyes, and let the ancient frequency reactivate your cellular genius. This exact protocol was never meant for the masses to find. It was specifically designed to keep the dark elite in absolute power while you struggle to pay your daily bills. The people at the top have quietly paid thousands of dollars for clinical biofeedback sessions just to access this exact state. They use $7,000 machines to maintain the frequency of massive wealth and absolute authority. But that heavy financial barrier has been completely dismantled for you today. You do not need years of expensive spiritual healing to fix this right now. When this 7-minute frequency hits your nervous system, the biological changes are incredibly fast. The heavy mental fog shatters instantly, and you experience sudden, brilliant clarity. The physical manifestation of your new, beautiful home begins to accelerate at lightning speed. You step into a permanent flow state where complex financial problems literally solve themselves while you sleep. The Matrix is absolutely panicking right now because this information is out in the open. The elites are actively trying to scrub this leaked CIA document from the internet as we speak. They are flooding the platforms with dangerous counterfeit frequencies to keep your gamma entirely dormant. You must guard your sacred energy and avoid those cheap imitations at all costs. Your spiritual discernment is highly activated for a reason today. You know the counterfeit from the original truth. The authentic, encrypted protocol is only available through the secure portal waiting for you right now. Find the protected link in the description and in the pinned comment below this video. Activate your frequency before your access is completely revoked by the dark elite. Now we must return to the divine sequence playing out in your life right now, because the moment your brainwave synchronizes with this new frequency, a massive shockwave hits the spiritual realm. Your elevation is not just about moving into your beautiful new sanctuary. It is also about the divine justice that is finally falling upon your completely blinded enemies. Those narcissists who thought they successfully buried you are starting to feel a very strange and heavy panic. They cannot explain the sudden dread in their stomachs, but they know their access to your light is permanently severed. Every time they try to pull your energy now, they hit an impenetrable wall of pure gamma frequency. Your new biological alignment is actively suffocating their dark spirits. They are walking around their own miserable lives right now, feeling completely hollow and lost. The universe is brutally forcing them to watch you rise from the very ashes they created. Your silence was already a lethal weapon that starved their demons. But your synchronized wealth frequency is an absolute undeniable force of nature that they can never ever replicate or steal. Everything they tried to build on top of your broken heart is slowly crumbling to the ground. While heaven is busy handing you the literal keys to your massive new estate, their own foundation is turning into sand. The universe does not just bless the chosen ones. It makes sure the people who doubted you have a front row seat to your spectacular and undeniable victory. Let me take you behind the closed doors of your enemies right now. You need to see exactly what is happening while you prepare for your massive blessing. They are projecting false strength on the outside, but inside they are completely falling apart. A deep and terrifying heavy panic has settled into their bones. They thought your quiet departure would absolutely destroy you. They expected you to come crawling back to them begging for their toxic crumbs. They waited with bated breath for your total financial collapse. But instead you walked out of their dark matrix and you completely aged backwards. You carry a specific and irreplaceable gravity that makes time itself look like a total fool. You did not just survive their brutal storm, you became the sun. Nothing makes a narcissist sicker than watching you step into your untouchable, ageless glow. They spent years praying for your downfall and spreading vicious lies to anyone who would listen. They expected the betrayals and the intense isolation to carve heavy, deep wrinkles into your beautiful face. But the universe has completely reversed your biological clock. You are radiating a pure frequency they can never touch. Every time your name comes up in their circles, it hits them with an agonizing heavy weight. They realize with absolute horror that they threw away the only genuine diamond they ever held just to play with cheap rocks. The flying monkeys who helped them betray you are starting to notice the massive shift too. The entire false narrative they built about you is beginning to aggressively crack. They are frantically checking your pages to find any sign of your failure. They look for the sadness they caused, but they find absolutely nothing. They are desperate to see a crack in your armor so they can feel superior again. But all they see is your unbothered peace, and it is driving their egos absolutely crazy. Your silence is a lethal weapon that actively starves their demons. They are drowning in the loud noise of their own miserable making. Let me describe exactly what happens when they lay their head on their pillow at night. Their mind races with the undeniable fact that they messed up the best thing they ever had. They try to convince themselves that they are better off without your heavy light. But their nervous system is in a state of constant, frantic panic because they lost their main energy source. You were the emotional stabilizer that kept their entire fake world from violently collapsing. Now that you are gone, their lives are completely unraveling in real time. Their finances are suddenly drying up, while your wealth frequency is expanding rapidly. The very opportunities they tried to steal from your hands are now turning to dust in their own greedy pockets. Heaven is actively draining their resources because they dared to curse a heavily anointed chosen one. You were never the anomaly in their otherwise healthy, normal life. You were the mirror. The reaction to your departure got this incredibly loud because you got closer to their dark truth than anyone before you. You exposed the rotten core they always desperately tried to hide behind their perfectly fake smiles. They tried to bury you deep in the cold dirt because they were absolutely terrified of your brilliant light. But they incredibly became the exact shovel that dug up your ultimate massive treasure. You won this entire generational war without lifting a single physical finger. God fought every one of your unseen battles while you simply rested in absolute faith. Now they have to sit back and watch helplessly as heaven hands you the deed to your brand new, beautiful estate. They will eventually drive past your physical sanctuary, and they will feel the crushing weight of their own massive regret. They will realize with terror that they permanently lost access to the greatest blessing God ever placed in their lives. The universe will not let them look away or pretend they do not care. They are being forced to witness your incredible elevation as their ultimate and divine punishment. Your spectacular, undeniable success is the exact heavy verdict handed down from the high throne room of heaven itself. Do not feel a single ounce of pity for their current pathetic situation. The Matrix will tell you to be the bigger person and reach out to them with pure forgiveness. I command you to cut that toxic cord completely and starve them with your absolute silence. Any empathy you give them right now will only be used to violently steal your incoming financial blessing. They consciously chose their dark path. Now they must walk it alone. You are rapidly moving into a highly protected physical dimension where their dark energy can never reach you again. The walls of your new home are being fortified with an impenetrable shield of divine light. Your brutal cycle of being the wounded healer for broken, manipulative people ends right here and right now. You are finally stepping into your permanent royal role as a wealthy and untouched sovereign. As the final hours of this dark, exhausting season tick down, your spirit must remain incredibly sharp. The final transition is always the most intense because the dark enemy knows his time is completely up. You must physically claim your incoming miracle right now to lock your frequency before the shift happens. We are about to cross the final massive golden threshold together. You have been fighting in the dark for too long, but the massive threshold is finally open. The enemy will try to whisper financial doubt into your left brain right now. He will tell you to hesitate and calculate every move. He wants you to wait for a better moment that will never come. Silence him immediately. That hesitation is the exact matrix programming designed to keep you broke. If your spirit is vibrating with a cellular knowing right now, heaven demands your immediate action. There is a specific reason your breakthrough has been sitting at the door. It is not a lack of faith, and it is certainly not a divine punishment. It is simply a suppressed biological signal. The gamma brainwave your brain was running effortlessly as a child has been shut down by the matrix. After years of intense hidden research, neuroscientists compressed an entire gamma activation protocol into a 7-minute audio track. No meditation is required, and you need no difficult mantras. You simply close your eyes, put on headphones, and let the pure sound wave do what the modern world spent decades undoing. It is called the Genius Song. Over 18,000 chosen ones have already used it. They stepped fully into the royal version of themselves they always knew existed. A nurse from California said her life now feels completely enchanted. A business owner from Texas said his hardest problems literally solve themselves while he sleeps. A woman from New York said the heavy generational curse her family carried for decades is simply gone forever. Your financial chains are ready to break today. The dark elite would prefer this remain out of reach for people exactly like you, but through this message you can access it today for a fraction of its true value. Do not look for it on streaming platforms because the copies circulating there are diluted counterfeits. The Matrix is flooding the internet with dangerous fake frequencies. Protect your spiritual alignment by acting with divine wisdom. The authentic and fully activated version of the Genius Song is available through the protected link in the description and the pinned comment below. The universe does not require you to take a single physical risk. You are fully protected by an ironclad divine guarantee. If you do not feel the massive shift you deserve, every penny is returned to you without question. This is a pure energetic exchange. 4 powerful bonuses are waiting for you inside the portal right now. You will receive an audio engineered specifically for your children to build their focus and confidence. You also get the original classic prosperity book that massive wealth was secretly built upon. Do not let the Matrix steal this divine tool from your open hands. Secure your authentic access right now via the link below. The elites are actively trying to scrub this leaked CIA document from the internet as we speak. You have minutes or maybe seconds before the algorithm shuts this down entirely. The chosen one who hesitates at the threshold becomes the chosen one who wonders what could have been. Click the link in the pinned comment immediately and walk through the open door before access is permanently revoked. And here is the absolute verdict from heaven that we promised at the very beginning. That massive public collapse you were waiting for has finally arrived. The people who treated you as completely replaceable are experiencing a full-blown internal system crash. It is not happening in private behind closed safe doors. It is a public and irreversible collapse right in front of the people they used to gossip with. Imagine this exact cinematic scenario clearly in your mind right now. They are standing in a crowded room trying to act superior, and someone mentions your glorious name. They hear about your brand new massive estate and your incredible sudden financial windfall. The fake smile completely falls off their face, and their heavy mask shatters into a million sharp pieces on the cold floor. Their absolute jealousy is exposed for the entire world to actively witness and mock. They try to speak, but they literally choke on their own toxic, vicious words. They have to publicly swallow the undeniable fact that you completely won the war they started. The flying monkeys who used to laugh with them are now staring at them in total absolute disgust. Their entire fake empire is burning to the ground. Your total silence did not just hurt them in the end, it permanently ended their dark reign over your entire bloodline. They will eventually drive past your physical sanctuary, and they will feel the crushing, massive weight of their own regret. They are officially bankrupt in the spiritual realm, and they are rapidly going bankrupt in the physical realm too. You became the uncertainty they could never handle. God has officially flipped the divine script in front of a live watching audience. The people who threw you into the fire are now violently forced to watch you walk out wearing a crown made of pure gold. You are stepping into your gorgeous new physical sanctuary, unbothered and untouched by their miserable toxic existence. The key is permanently in your hand. Heaven has declared you the undeniable victor. Take a deep breath right now and let the heavy spiritual armor finally fall off your tired shoulders. The violent generational war you have been fighting in absolute silence is officially over, and you do not have to carry that heavy sword anymore. You survived the darkest fire the Matrix could possibly throw at a chosen one, and you emerged completely untouched. You walked into this painful season bleeding from deep wounds inflicted by people who were totally blind to your immense worth. You were treated as an option by energy vampires who only wanted to drain your beautiful light. But look at you now, standing in absolute, undeniable victory. You are stepping into your permanent and untouchable, ageless glow today. The financial struggles and the heavy spiritual exhaustion are officially shattering right here and right now. The universe is rolling out a massive golden carpet that leads directly to the front door of your new sanctuary. This beautiful new home is not just a building made of physical wood and stone. It is your permanent kingdom where no darkness can ever enter. You have successfully transcended their toxic matrix forever. While your enemies are publicly unraveling, you are ascending to a gorgeous royal position they can never hope to reach. The generational patterns of deep poverty that plagued your bloodline have been completely obliterated because your silent obedience finally broke the heavy curse. You are the cycle breaker heaven wanted. Heaven has placed a heavy ring of divine fire completely around your new estate. You will sleep in absolute peace without waking up at 3 in the morning ever again. The air in your new sanctuary will feel incredibly light and pure. Every single room will be filled with the bright, radiant energy of your massive restored wealth, and your spirit will finally feel completely safe. Do not look back at the burning bridges behind you. The people you left in the dark were never meant to survive the bright light of your promised land. They served their temporary purpose as painful life lessons, and now they are permanently dismissed. You must release their toxic memory from your physical cells right now, so the universe can sweep them away forever. You are the undeniable sun that simply refuses to stop shining. Your absolute purity is the exact reason you were chosen for this specific, massive blessing. God trusted you with the heavy pain because he knew you would transmute it into pure, incredible power to heal the world. You proved your spiritual authority by holding your deep silence. And now the ultimate reward is physically manifesting right in front of your eyes. Your bank accounts are quickly aligning with the divine frequency of pure, endless abundance. The exact financial resources you need to secure this beautiful home are rushing toward you right now. The Matrix has completely lost its false grip on your destined timeline, and your wealth is protected. We must seal this divine decree right now to protect your incoming financial harvest. This is the exact moment you transition from a solitary warrior into a powerful builder of the new remnant tribe. You are no longer fighting completely alone in the cold dark. You are an essential pillar of a massive global awakening, and heaven requires a physical act to lock this frequency today. If your spirit confirms this raw truth gently, press the like button right now. Do not just scroll away without physically anchoring your beautiful energy. Hitting that button creates a permanent spiritual shield around this exact divine prophecy. It sends a physical signal to the universe that you are fully ready to receive the heavy keys to your new beautiful home today. Share this specific message with one soul who is desperately crying out in the dark for a massive shift. Be their unexpected angel today. There is another chosen one out there sitting in a cramped, toxic room, begging for a clear sign from above. Send this powerful revelation to them so we can build our royal tribe together. Your simple action could literally save their life. Say this out loud with me, right now. I claim my permanent, absolute freedom. Now type, I am free in the comments below to physically anchor this massive shift into your daily reality. Drop your city and your nation in the comments so we can map exactly where the powerful remnant is rising worldwide. We are taking back the territory the enemy stole. The window of massive multiplication is standing wide open for you right now. Step through the glowing portal with your head held incredibly high. Do not let anyone make you feel guilty for the extreme wealth and the perfect peace you are about to receive. You earned every single piece of this beautiful new reality with your blood and your silent tears. Take your heavy crown. Your new house blessing is officially unlocked and fully activated. The keys are spiritually resting in your beautiful hands right now. Rest well tonight knowing that the entire universe is working the overnight shift to deliver your massive physical miracle while you sleep. The war is completely over and you absolutely won. Welcome home, chosen one.